Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
20.
Mr. Speaker, before I commence my presentation, let me take some time to respond to the Honorable Dr. Vishwa Mahadio. First of all, on Sunday, in Sunday's edition of the Chronicle, the Director of Pharmacy of the Ministry of Public Health ensured the Guyanese people that there will be no shortage of the TB drug. Jobs being given to apparatus of the party. Region 6 is controlled by the PPP. The chairman is PPP, the tender board is PPP. It means, therefore, that your people, Mr. Speaker, Region 6 of all the regions has the largest budgetary allocation. It means, therefore, that we must move on no confidence motion in the chairman and of the RDC. And the entire RDC. That's what we need to do. Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't waste much more time. You know that, you know where it goes, Dr. Mahadio. You know what happens to the drug law. You were there. You know what happens to it. Mr. Speaker, I rise to join my colleagues on this side of the House as we debate the 2019 budget. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2019 was presented to this House on Monday, 26 November under the theme, Transforming the Economy, Empowering People, Building Sustainable Communities for the Good Life. I must at this time offer my congratulations to the Honorable Winston Jordan, Minister of Finance, and this team for their effort and hard work. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2019 seeks to set out our government's agenda for the coming year. And in so doing, it has catered for the needs of all Guyanese, irrespective of race, religion, or political persuasion. Mr. Speaker, our government will continue to build on the foundation it has laid when we entered office in 2015. We have promised to the people of Guyana a good life, and we will deliver the good life to them. The Guyanese people gave us the mandate to govern this land, and we will not let them down. It must be noted, Mr. Speaker, that this government is just 3 years old, and we have achieved much, and we have done much, and we are going to do more, and we will ensure that all Guyanese benefit. We will not allow our agenda to be derailed by the naysayers or the prophets or doctors of doom. This coalition government has many success stories, Mr. Speaker. And those Guyanese who are honest will substantiate our claim. Mr. Speaker, please permit me to remind this House of just a few of our successes. We increased public servant salaries by 37%. That's right. We reduced the value-added tax that was imposed on the Guyanese people by the PB Civic Administration from 16% to 14%. That's right. We've held local government elections twice in 3 years. The PB failed to hold local government elections in 2 decades. That's right. That's right. We can recall, Mr. Speaker, when our senior citizens in 2009 got $300 Guyana increase on their pensions. $300 Guyana. Mr. Speaker, in 2019, our senior citizens will get some $20,500 Guyana. We have increased the minimum wage from $39,540 to the proposed sum of $64,200. We have increased the income tax threshold from $50,000 to $60,000. Yeah. Mr. Speaker, indeed we removed the one-hop cash grant of $10,000 per school year. But we have replaced it with the 5Bs program. Yes. Whereby we provide free transportation to all children attending school. Not some, Mr. Speaker, all. All. If they are not on the bus, it's because they don't want to go. Because you told them not to join it. Mr. Speaker, if this is not the good life we refer to in our manifesto, then tell me what is. These are just a few initiatives this government has taken as we set out on the path of empowering people. The coalition government has done much, and we will do much more. We can see the reason for the 2019 budget being pegged at the tune of $300.7 billion. These monies, Mr. Speaker, will ensure that we carry through with our agenda set out in the theme of this year's budget, transforming this economy, empowering not some people, but all the people, building sustainable communities for the good life. Mr. Speaker, it will take good governance, and that's what we will provide. A resilient public service and a determined people for us to achieve our set goals. But with a strong government, we will achieve. Mr. Speaker, the various sums allocated for education, health, agriculture, infrastructure will foster the development of all 10 administrative regions, all towns, all NDCs. No region will be stifled for funds because of who the residents are perceived to be. This government believes in equality. We believe that technology is vital for our country's development. And the stringent measures have been put in place to ensure that our young people acquire the prerequisite training that will allow them to function effectively in their various fields. Mr. Speaker, we are all cognizant of the congestion of our roadways as we go about our daily lives. Our government, being cognizant of this fact, in 2019 budget has set aside some $38.5 billion for public infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, this sum will see preparatory works for a network of roads throughout the length and breadth of Guyana. Some $2.9 billion will be spent on the miscellaneous and urban roads in all 10 administrative regions, neighborhoods and towns. Mr. Speaker, in 2019, we will see preparatory works for a new 4-lane Demerara Harbour Bridge. And this bridge will be affordable to cross. And it will not be gifted to any friend, Mr. Speaker.
That's right.
I must now turn my focus on the West Demerara, Essequibo Island region of Region Number 3. This region was allocated a sum of $6.3 billion in the 2018 budget for both current and capital programs. I am pleased to report to this House, Mr. Speaker, that Region 3 has done exceptionally well. And I'm pleased to report to this House that we are going to continue on that path of development. Region 3 has awarded 100% of its projects and 100% of the appropriated sum was expended. Region 3 received in 2018 $463,999,000 for its public sector improvement investment program and expended so far 94.5% of that budgetary sum. The remaining 4.5% is being held as retention. The sum allocated saw works being done throughout the region. These works include, but not limited to, the construction of a revetment at Stanley Town and Wackenham sluices, construction of irrigation and control structures at Tushin, the construction of a heavy-duty bridge at Good Intent, Zealat New Scheme, Levan Street, Virgin Eugene, Metten-Meerzorg, rehabilitation of streets at Shortville, the Kendren, the Namstel, Zealat, the Jealousy, among others. Mr. Speaker, in 2018, we saw the completion of the Department of Education building, which was destroyed by fire in 2009. This APNU AFC government rebuilt Department of Education, Region Number 3. For the first time, there is a special needs school at Schoonard on the west bank of the Demerara. This school will ensure access to education to the children with special needs. The Virginian Secondary School was extended over that reporting period. There was the installation of gas lines in the lab at Iflot Secondary. Wales Primary has been rehabilitated after years of neglect. The floor of the HDU unit at the West Demerara Regional Hospital was upgraded. The installation of central oxygen line at West Dem Hospital was installed. Extension of the records and lab departments and patient washrooms at the Lenora Diagnostic Center. Mr. Speaker, progress must and will continue under the APNU AFC government. Region 3 in 2019 was allocated $6.3 billion, in 2019, sorry. $6.3 billion for both capital and current. There is a vast increase from the sum allocated in 2018, and we will see major development and works in every sector and in every part of the region. For admin and finance under this program, Mr. Speaker, the region will procure a vehicle valued at $18 million. We will see the rehabilitation of the co-op building at Lagrange on the west bank of the Marara. For agricultural development, under this program, there will be the construction of irrigation control sluices at Canal number 2 at Lady Stain, an offloading ramp for the farmers at Salem on the east bank of Essequibo, the construction of revetment at Leg 1, Bonasica, Sisters, Hog Island, and the Leg 1. Some $88 million will be expended on this program. Mr. Speaker, no community has been left out. On the public infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, under this head, the following works will be executed. Construction of a concrete bridge at the West Marara Regional Hospital and will accommodate a footpath and two-lane traffic. Reinforced concrete bridges will be constructed at Edinburgh, Porica, Hague Back Dam. Roads will be constructed also at the Leonora Hospital, which will be fully asphalted and will accommodate two-lane traffic and have a footpath. We will construct another asphalted road at Nimes and at Jai Dam Tushin. Education delivery. The sum of $135 million will be spent on education buildings in Region 3. We will see the reconstruction of the Baggaville Primary School, the reconstruction of 2 blocks at Leonora Primary School. An additional sum of $14 million will be used for the procurement of a bus specially designed for the children with disabilities to use. Mr. Speaker, there will be construction of staff quarters at Leg 1. We often send our nurses and our doctors on the island of Leg 1, but no housing. This government will provide housing for the doctors and nurses when they go to Leg 1. The extension of the health post at Zealand and the outpatients clinic at the West Marara Regional Hospital, and the extension of the kitchen and laundry at the Leonora Diagnostic Center, land and water transport. The allotted sum will see the region procuring an enclosed refrigerator to transport the drugs from MMU to West Marara Regional Hospital. The purchase of a new X-ray machine and operating beds for the West Marara Regional Hospital. Mr. Speaker, Guyana is moving forward, and so is Region 3.
All the time.
It must be placed on record that apart from the budgetary allocation for the region, works will be carried out by central government, and these works will include the construction of Pyrofaith Harmony Secondary School, the completion of the Pyrofaith Harmony Police Station, the construction of the Practical Instruction Center at Fellowship, rehabilitation and construction of several roads throughout Region 3. Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to report that the reconstruction of the Namsal Youth Camp is moving fast apace, and the works there are 95% completed. We will certainly see the completion of this edifice in 2019. Region 3's youth will benefit tremendously from this project. The housing development will continue to expand at Tushin, Zealand, Rec Dorsey. Pyrofaith will benefit from much needed road upgrade. No more paper roads and recreational facilities. Mr. Speaker, time does not permit me to expound more on the various development projects listed for Region 3 in 2019. But I can assure this House and the residents of Region Number 3 that the APNU AFC government will deliver on our promises, and they can be rest assured that no one will be left out. We will transform the economy. We will empower the people. We will continue to build the communities and deliver that good life to all Guyanese. Mr. Speaker, I now commend this budget to the House for passage. I thank you.